Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Monday night / Tuesday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. I'm enjoying a rainy Tuesday morning here in Thailand. Most of my friends are in the US who are joining us. So it's been a pretty good few days for Bitcoin. It's hanging around in the upper 100s, 108, 109. Couldn't push through 110 yesterday or today, but still maintaining the upper portion of the range. So let's go to the charts, check it out. And you should be seeing my Bitcoin day chart. 1082 at the moment. We talked about this range last week between 100 and 110, 111. So that still persists. You were dipping a little bit today. We were up to 109.4, but down about $1,000 from that. On Bitcoin, on Ethereum, it's locked in that $2,500 zone. And the moving averages are on top of each other. The 20, 50, and 200, you can't even barely tell them apart. So we don't have that big move from Ethereum yet. And over on Twitter, yeah, Kyle Chassis, my favorite Bitcoin cheerleader, states that Bitcoin is around 108K. Market showing strength. Never been this high for this long. Bullish is an understatement. I think bullish is a sufficient statement, but anyway. So that's the markets overall. There's some various things going on in government that could be useful, but I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. Any questions, comments, anything to share about the markets overall before we go to Altcoin Alert? iCoinPro, look for some day trades and swing trades. Okay. I talked before about Isaac's program to filter and search Altcoin Alert. This is the Altcoin Alert you're used to seeing. Easy mode is off, Altcoin radar is on. We've got all the columns, and then Isaac's program filters down even more. He's got the options. AA score of 80 and higher. And that's here. We've got Bonk, Tomo, and Komodo at the moment. Scores of 80 and higher. We'll look at probably Bonk in a moment. Social activity. So these are matching the social activity, thumbs up, and trading activity, thumbs up and fire. Got 20 of those. So this is helpful to me because these are often scattered throughout, the whole sort. And now they're just right here in front of us. So that's pretty cool. Short-term sentiment. We've got 2 of those, and long-term sentiment 4. The short-term sentiment, we're matching up the sentiment score with the Elder Impulse hourly. The long-term and Elder daily are showed in as well. And then on long-term, we got long-term and Elder daily. This is a match. And short-term and the other sorts are available to look at as well if you want to. But it's sorted by the actual long-term and Elder daily. So pretty cool little tool. It's altcointradefinder.com if you want to use it. Yeah, altcointradefinder.com. So shout out and thank you to Isaac making us save a few more minutes on our daily searches. Appreciate that. But I think I'll go to the main altcoin alert since most of you guys don't have the additional program yet. and show you how I do it from scratch or from the beginning. So I'm on AA score at the moment, and sort by that. Look at Bonk, up a little bit, very bullish, 82.8. So let's go over here to my 15-minute chart. Just my day trade layout. And I'm using supply and demand visible range by Lux Algo as my for support and resistance, support the red zone, resistance the green zone. And then we've also got the RTI, relative trend index. That's where I usually do my alerts, set my alerts. And we just had a break below the 20 and then a break back up. So we missed that one, unfortunately. That's right here. So you can see you've got a nice move up from there. Yeah, 5%. Love that. It's a great day trade. But we're a little late for that. It broke above the 80 briefly and then dipped back down. So if you're a more experienced trader and you're trading on a leverage exchange, you could probably take a short on Bonk at the moment. Bitcoin is on the 15-minute chart dipping down. So not financial advice, but this is a pretty good entry on a short. If you're looking for a long, you're trading spot, say on Coinbase, set your alert, right click, add an alert on the RTI, crossing up on a 20, once per bar close, expiration, 10 p.m. for me, or 8 p.m. And click create. There's a dotted line showing that once the RTI dips below the 20 and then breaks back up, so a dip and a retrace, the beginning of a retrace, that's where I want to get in on my long positions. On the shorts, break above the 80 and dip back down. So that's a pump and retrace. That's how I do most of my trading off the RTI. Okay. Any questions on Bonk? All right, let's head over to the swing trading layout. And on the hour chart, still have support and resistance. And we just got a sell order. And then off the SuperTrend, which I use for alerts, and Trendilo LSMA for confirmation. It's moving average indicator. So at the moment, this is set up for a short. Don't usually do swing trades on shorts, but can if I want to. If you're looking for a long position on Bonk on a swing trade, I'd suggest going to a longer time frame because we're at the red zone on both the 1 hour and the 4 hour charts. 8 hour, there's not much room for retrace either. You have to go all the way to the day chart to find some room to get back to. And we've got 56% in 169 days. Excuse me. That's yeah, I don't care for that setup. It's too long to be in a trade with not enough reward on the retrace side. So I'll probably skip this as as a swing trade, but I do like to set up as a day trade. Okay. So that's bonk. Let's go to social activity sort. And it's there again. IOTA. Oh, we got normal and trading activity. OGN. CeeLo. Been known to trade that. Celestia. Like that one too. Celestia. I've been known to swing trade that on Coinbase before. Let's look at CeeLo though. All right, CeeLo is like the prior one. It's up in the red zone on the 15-minute chart. Has not crossed the 80 yet, so it's not ready for a short yet. I'm going to set this one up to trade both directions. Right click, add an alert on the RTI. So instead of crossing up, I'm going to choose entering a channel. Define the channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. And expiration, 8 p.m. Message, social activity sort. Which trading view will remember after you type it a few times. Notifications. Notify an app on my phone. Toast notification on my computer. Play a sound. And I'll go with 3 notes reverb. There's lots to choose from. Click create. And I've got this rectangle here on dotted lines. So once this dips below the 80, I can evaluate this as a short. If it keeps dropping down below the 20, then comes back up, that could be a long position. Okay, let's go to swing trade option. And we're in the red zone on the 1-hour chart, so we're a bit late on the 4-hour. Okay, this looks a little better. We're in the green zone, just came out of it. We got a buy signal on SuperTrend. Trendilo LSMA is pointing up. And retrace potential 7% in 21 days. I don't like that too much. 15% in 26 days, also not great. To the top of the range, 20%, 27 days. Getting better. I usually like 1% a day on my swing trades. So as far as retrace potential, well, that's CeeLo on the 4-hour chart. On the 8-hour, quite a bit of room there. So this looks a little better. So now we're at 46% in 46 days. That's 1% a day. And then here, 59%, 55 days. That's more like it. All right. Any questions on CeeLo? It's a day or swing trade. All right. Quick look at 1-hour projected range. They all have negative indicators going on the lower portion. So I'll skip that one. Okay, short-term sentiment matched up with Elder Impulse hourly. This is where Isaac's program comes into play. It's much easier using that than to scroll through all these, which I think I will do. 1 . 2 . 3 . 4 . 5 . 6 . 7 . 8 . 9 . 10 . 11 . 12 . 13 . 14 . 15 . 16 . 17 . 18 . 19 . 20 . 21 . 22 . 23 . 24 . 25 . 26 . 27 . 28 . 29 . 30 . 31 . 32 . 33 . 34 . 35 . 36 . 37 . 38 . 39 . 40 . 41 . 42 . 43 . 44 . 45 . 46 . 47 . 48 . 49 . 50 . 51 . 52 . 53 . 54 . 55 . 56 . 57 . 58 . 59 . 60 . 61 . 62 . 63 . 64 . 65 . 66 . 67 . 68 . 69 . 70 . 71 . 72 . 73 . 74 . 75 . 76 . 77 . 78 . 79 . 80 . 81 . 82 . 83 . 84 . 85 . 86 . 87 . 88 . 89 . 90 . 91 . 92 . 93 . 94 . 95 . 96 . You just have to superverse the FTT token. I've not looked at FTT in quite a while. Let me look at that real quick. Okay, it's on more exchanges than I thought it would be, but they're all foreign from what I can tell. Okay, FTT is on a lot of exchanges. I don't know if any of these are accessible by my American friends. So I'll take a quick look at Binance. I'll look at Bybit, FTT spot. So we're in the middle zone. So you could set an alert down here to break below the 20 and come back up. Last time that happened, got a 2% move. Might be more trouble than it's worth, but this is when you can set the crossing up alert if you want to on the day trade side. On the swing trades, got to sell Trendilo LSMA going negative. So you might just want to right click on here and catch the next SuperTrend buy signal. You can leave it on direction change if you want to trade both directions. Choose the buy if you want a long position, and you know the rest. So that's FTT. All right, let's go back to Altcoin Alert and look at long-term sentiment. Match that up with the Elder Impulse Daily. And got a match here on Didix, which is a coin I like to trade. Bonk, we looked at already. Ape. XCM. All right, let's go over to Didix. Maybe looked at that one last week. I don't remember. So this one has dipped below the 20, but has not shown much strength coming up above it. I did trade this one Thursday or Friday. It took a couple days for it to resolve in profit, and I had to make 3 additional purchases. So even though generally I like this coin, my most recent experience wasn't that good. But this entry over here would have been pretty good. Your dip below the 20, came back up, another dip, and eventually up here to 3.7%. That's not bad for a day trade. And then a couple dips after that, dips and retraces. So I think it's got potential. Add an alert. You can go crossing up on the 20 if you want. I'm going to enter a channel. 80, 20, once per bar close. Keep this one open till 8 o'clock tonight. Message long term. Notifications, I'll leave the same one. And I've got my rectangle on my day trade. That might go off during our Zoom call today. So if so, we'll get back to it. On the swing trade, on the hour, we have not turned around yet, but the setup looks pretty good, like it would swing back up. So probably would do so around here. And swing trade up to 7% in 4 days. Not bad, but not great either. Let's look at the 4 hour. Looks about the same. 8.5%. And then over here, top of the zone, 19.5%, 27 days. Not bad, but not great either. I think we could find better swing trades than that. But I like Dydex because it does a lot of this, which works pretty well for my 1.5% approach. If you're looking for bigger moves like that, say on Coinbase or Kraken, 2 to 5%, this may not be the coin for you, but so far so good on the RTI and the 15-minute chart day trading layout. Okay, any questions on Dydex before we head over to iCoinPro? Anything on Altcoin Alert in general? Remember, check out Isaac's altcointradefinder.com to narrow and help with the sorts on this a bit. All right. Let's go to iCoinPro and Buddy Coin Crawler I've been using mostly exclusively lately from this group. And it's a little slow. All right, there we go. Sorting by average low to SMA. Looking for values 4% and higher. LTOs at 9.5%. That's pretty good. Komodo 6.7. Looking for coins I have some experience with. Not really seeing many. All right. I haven't shown this in a while, but it's got this nice feature where you can click a drop-down menu here, click on Trading View. It'll bring the coin up. Well, at least it used to. This may not be on Binance anymore. LTO USD. Binance US. Well, this on Binance US with pretty poor volume. You see the horizontal lines like that usually means few to no trades have happened in that time frame. Let's see what we can find this on a better. Blowfin I like. I think you can still trade Blowfin with no KYC. So, and you can trade long and short. I'm dabbled with it. I haven't used it enough to recommend it, but if you're looking for something to investigate, you might want to check it out. All right, LTOs dip below the 20 on the RTI, so I like that. If you got in now and it made the turn, yeah, 50%. Wow. But that's in 2 days. Yeah, that would be acceptable. I'd probably get out right around here. Yeah, I probably wouldn't go more than 20% on this, but this has really good retrace potential. So you might want to check it out if you can find it. On the 1 hour chart is not made the turn yet. It's in the green zone. You want to, I think I'm going to set an alert on SuperTrend. Catch this as a swing. Let's go. Let's turn this off though. Let's say 10 p.m. This long term? Oh, this is Buddy Coin Carl. Notifications. I'll go with my handbell. Click create. So if this goes off, this is something I would set a take profit in manually. And let's say it goes off like right around here above the green zone. 38% here. That's amazing. And up to the red zone, 61% in 5 days. Yeah, that's fantastic. So that's a very appealing swing trade and looks good on the day trade side too, if you can find it on an exchange. Okay, so that was LTO. Let's look for any others on Buddy Coin Crawler. Oh, Komodo, I was going to look at KMD. Let's see, I don't think that's on my list anymore. No. Yeah, it's not really anywhere we are trading much. Let's look at this crypto place. I think KuCoin still probably requires KYC now. Yeah, I passed it a couple years ago with my blue ID, so I think a few others did as well. Look at this on KuCoin real quick. It's above the 80, so it's a little late for a long, but it did really well the last time it dipped below 20, right around here. We had this dip, would have picked up an additional purchase and then taken off. Or this dip would have been just a really good entry. Yeah, 12% in like 1 hour. That's a great swing or day trade. You like that. So you might want to set your alert on the RTI. Crossing up, you know the rest. Um, yeah, I could trade this on KuCoin, but I think I'll pass. It's I don't know if I have any money on KuCoin. So that's the day trade option. On the swing, ooh, I like that. It's coming out of the green zone. SuperTrend buy. Trendilo LSMA is positive. Lots of retrace room. 80% in 5 days. Over 100% in 7 days. Yeah, I like that a lot. So not financial advice, but this is a go now on the swing trade. All right. Well, that's about all I have for Altcoin Alert and iCoinPro. Any questions or comments about what we've covered or any coins you want to look at? Anything like that? No. All right, well, I'll wrap it up here. Shout out to Isaac for his program helping us save time on Altcoin Alert. And if you're watching this on the recording, thank you for that, though I'd rather see you live. Check out the opportunities in the pinned comment. Remember, disclaimer, this is just how I use Altcoin Alert and iCoinPro. I'm not associated directly with those companies, so no endorsement there. I hope I share with you guys is useful, and we will see you most likely on Thursday night. Have a good trading week. Bye.